What's up, you guys? Welcome to this week's episode of the Just Saying podcast. I'm your host, Justin Martindale, and here we are again, another week of pop culture and stories for you guys. Welcome back. Producer Keida is here.
Yeah.
And we're just going to get into it. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you for watching the newest episode. Thank you for sticking with us during the hiatus. Right now, yes, we get it. We are going to be time-stamping the episodes. We will be putting them into a playlist. It's all just baby steps, but right now we're more focused on giving you guys the content that you want, the content that you deserve. Yeah, I'm pretty much just over here juggling as well. 1 week until the big old day. And this weekend we're supposed to be getting a crazy amount of rain. So I say let it rain this weekend. However, next weekend when I'm getting hitched, no. I don't want it.
You seem pretty calm for a person that's just about to be married.
Am I, though? Am I just hiding it inside? Am I crippling down and just, inside, I'm excited. I have to write the vows. Big question, do I use ChatGPT? I don't know. I'm going to try it and see what, I'm not going to Kim Kardashian my way through my vows and be like, I didn't make it through law school, Well, Kim, you can't use ChatGPT to pass your bar exam, shockingly enough. But no, we're going to play around with some. I'm interested to see what, my AI comes up with. But, so far the government shutdown is over. This has been kind of crazy because people are like, wow, I can't believe that it's so quick. It's coming up. And I'm like, I know. And think about this. We had a government shutdown happen during this. There was tons of layoffs from Amazon, which my fiance managed to get through by the skin of his teeth. And we also had, gay marriage supposedly trying to be overturned. So it's just been a moment, okay? But we're making it happen. I'm very excited. But also, we kind of have to talk about the Epstein of it all. And I know this is not a political podcast. I voice my opinions and my comments on Instagram. If you follow Don Lemon, you're always going to see me being like, bloop, in the comments. I try to bring a pop culture kind of aspect to the insanity and the chaos. And I'm not going to talk politics, but again, politics has turned more batshit crazy than a Real Housewives franchise. That's where we're at. I feel like politics has become a reality show. We see it every day. I was watching a TikTok, and this girl, I can't remember her name, but she was talking about, she's like, remember when we never heard about the president or anything? There would just be weeks or a month would go by. We'd be like, oh yeah, that's happening. Now it's every single second of the day. It's always something because we are now in, I think, a reality show matrix timeline where it's just never ending. Well, big day yesterday. We had the congresswoman from New Mexico get sworn in after a 85-day shutdown. Wasn't 85, I know. It was 50. I think it was 50 something. The longest shutdown in history. TSA is losing their minds. People are scrambling if they're going to make their flights for the holidays. Prices are going up, but are they? I went to the grocery store and I posted this on my stories, and I went to the protein bar section because I'm getting fit and skinny. And there was a box of Kind bars, 12 of them, for $16 to $17. And I was like, this is so dumb.
That's unkind.
Unkind. Thank you. Which would be a good spinoff for the Kind brand. Just the protein bar nemesis. We are Unkind bars. We're filled with glass and screws. You bite into it, hey, you're on your own. But yeah, it is kind of wild. And then the Epstein of it all is coming out. People are scrambling. They are in the Situation Room. People Trump's name is all in these documents. Of course, it's a hoax. It's a hoax.
Total hoax.
Total hoax.
He
But
was in
it's-
there doing all this research to sink all these people,
Oh,
which
there's
included he had to have sex with underage people to be able to take them down.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into the underage of it all, but we all know it's there. We all know the stories. This woman, Virginia, who was a victim, ended up unaliving herself this year, and her book came out. Classic Cruel Intentions. Good for her. She full on Sebastian, the whole thing. Passes away. She's like, here's my book. It's oh, but it's so dark and so creepy, but so they are comparing Trump to the dog that never barked.
How long do you think before we see a Netflix series about?
I mean,
all
can we
this?
not? My God, the last thing there was a movie already with what's his name, Sebastian Stan, who played him. I don't want any. No, this
Yeah, but
is
if
the
Ryan
movie.
Murphy-
This is the show.
If Ryan Murphy directed it,
Don't mention that name 2 more times. He'll show up and he'll give us something we didn't ask for. But it's wild. It's like the dog that never barked. We're finding out that people are emailing and saying we know that he's kind of a pedo, right? And it's people are now complaining to Jeffrey Epstein, being like, is Trump going to be there? Because I don't want to be there if he's there. So not only is he a pedo, he's an unpopular pedo. Other pedophiles didn't want to hang out with him. That's when you know you're just you know what? No, I don't want to be there. It's unraveling. It's crazy. People are getting kicked out. He signed this decree that the government shutdown is over. And people, a reporter's so about the Epstein files. Everyone's get out, everyone out. Everyone out. So it is the turkey is ready for basting this Thanksgiving. It's kind of incredible. It's a crazy time to be alive. And you know who I'm blaming it on? Good old Beaver Moon. Good old Beaver Moon shone its bright lights and just manifested everything. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. The weather is crazy. We're getting the East Coast is getting blasted with Canadian winds. The
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis?
You can see it in Mexico or something.
Isn't that wild? But also they were pink and green, which I'm that's just a Wicked promotion. Can I just say, Wicked for Good could not come out sooner. I feel it's really going to unite the country. However, the marketing strategy behind this movie is unlike anything I've ever seen. If you are a brand of any kind, you have Wicked promotion. We went to the Grove yesterday because we're just picking up some stuff. First of all, if you want to go to the Grove, Wednesday night, and by night, I mean 5 p.m. It's pitch dark at 5. There was no one there. It was incredible. We went to Williams-Sonoma. They have a La Croquette stoneware set that is wicked. One's pink for Glinda, one's green for Elphaba. It is bonkers. But yes, Aurora Borealis, half green, half pink. The Wicked promotion that we didn't know we needed. I honestly, I can't wait to see this movie. It's going to be fun. But I'm actually wondering if anybody else is excited. I think we need a little joy. Cynthia Erivo got her hat back from the last Wicked premiere. She lost her hat and a fan was like, hey, I have it. Reuniting the hat. Cynthia Erivo. They did the show on NBC, which they showed a whole bunch of music. I'm calling it now. I think Cynthia and Ariana will be winners of Oscars this year. I'm already calling it, Keida.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the Oscars like to do that thing where there's a movie and say if it's a part 1 or a part 2, or if there's a trilogy or something along those lines where it grosses a lot in the box office, but also the performances were great. The two of them were nominated last year and didn't win, but I think after this one they will both win because it is such a groundbreaking spectacle, and I think Wicked will take all the awards at the Oscars, as it should.
I mean, do we even care about the Oscars anymore? Let's be honest.
We're
I mean, I
holding on
never-
to it. It's just nostalgia, you know? It's like, I don't know.
It's just amazing how it doesn't seem to have any importance anymore. It's just totally. I mean, I've never really taken it seriously because they don't have a best horror and a best
Yeah.
comedy category, which is insane considering that's the origin of film, is
Yeah.
those two genres. But still, it's amazing how the streamers have like steamrolled right over it.
I know. It is. I mean, you're definitely going to have a whole bunch of, you know, the streaming films. I'm trying to remember. What's her name? Catherine Bigelow. She has a new movie called The House of Dynamite that came out that is supposed to be about like, oh, what's it like when a nuclear missile comes towards America? And I'm like, can we just like, but also I'm like, I'll watch it, but like in the privacy of my own room. I'll watch it by myself. Evan's like, I don't want to see that. I'm like, I kind of do. But
also the Oscars are like, traditionally, it's, in my opinion, it's been about celebrity and about superstar.
That's what it is.
And now it's just like there's no such thing as a movie star anymore.
It really isn't. The age of the classic. I mean, there's only a few that are still around. We've got the George Clooney, the Julia Roberts, the Meryl Streep.
Yeah, but they're older. I mean, there's no
like young.
Yeah, because and I blame it on social media. I mean, back in the day, I was talking to someone the other day, like Bill Burr's film that came out, the Dad's film, like 20, 30 years ago, he would have been able to stump for that film for over a year. Now it's like a huge hit like that. And a month later, it's like, no, it's not even on the conversation.
No, they just shit it out and throw it up on a streamer.
Like we're so, it's the same with like, why the Epstein, not to bring the Epstein thing back in, but it's like, no matter how bad that could be, in 2 days, it's going to be old news no one's even thinking about.
Yeah, because we're just thrown daily distractions. It's like, now we're talking about this. That's old. Remember Labubu's? Oh, where'd they go? Where'd those Labubu's go? They're gone. You know, nobody cares about Labubu's anymore. You know, it's all about 6, 7. Which, by the way, saw a clip about this basketball team, and they're like throwing. Do you know the 6, 7 phenomenon?
No.
Old. Oh, you're old. I'm Gen Z.
Jesus Christ.
The 6, 7 of it is all. No one knows what it means.
We'll see if this gets edited by Monday.
The what?
We'll see if this gets edited by Monday.
How dare you? Okay, you could be Gen Z as well. You're Gen Z as well. These fragile men. The 6, 7 of it is all. It's like this trend that popped up. No one knows what it means. I have kind of tried to do a dive into what it means. Pretty much everyone's like, oh, it doesn't mean anything, and the kids are like, oh, 6, 7, 6, 7. You know, I looked it up on the periodic table of elements. The 67th element is it's called like Hodine or whatever, or I don't know. But the letters for the 67th periodic table of elements is HO. I'm like, these kids are calling us hoes.
Wow.
Hoes. So when you say 6, 7, they're calling you a hoe, and they think it's hilarious. That's what it means, and I'm sticking to it.
The only two numbers I know like that are 8, 6, and I got a bunch of those when I was younger.
What is it?
The 8, 6.
What's 80? Like 86? Like
yeah,
cut them out?
You get jumped out, or you get kicked out of a bar.
Well, I mean, I feel like 6, 7 is their version of how we were like 69, 69, or when we, you know, if you typed 5008.
What's the difference between
boobs? Remember, it was boobs and you flipped it up.
What's the difference between 6, 7 and gooner?
Gooner?
Yeah. We
Like
need a Gen
the
Z. The
term gooner?
Yeah, we need a Gen Z in here to decide.
I know what a gooner is.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
I thought you were too
Let
old
me
for that.
explain. My friend John Hill introduced me to the term gooning. So gooning and gooners are when, I know it's morning for some people, so I don't want to be like too graphic, but it's like when you get close to completion and you stop. It's kind of like edging,
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, and it's kind of like a a sense of euphoria of like that's called gooning. See, I'll do my gooning face. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. Everything's stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's interesting you are talking about the Oscars because we're going to get into some stories for you guys this week. And we have to start off with Sydney Sweeney. Now, Sydney Sweeney, who is she's kind of on this journey of, I feel she's in the stratosphere of kind of being a movie star. You know, I think we first saw her on Euphoria on HBO, which they are now in production for. She's been on The White Lotus. She's been in tons and tons of movies. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She's just kind of like the new little America's darling kind of thing. Well, she is now under fire. Obviously, we talked about it on the podcast for her American Eagle campaign. And it sparked one of the year's biggest online culture wars because, you know, she's this white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, big old num-num actress. And she was like, I see myself. I've got good genes. I love good genes. And it just kind of was like, everyone thought it was a little, you know, white superior. So this past June, Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle came under fire after the Anyone But You actress appeared in an ad campaign for the brand, which we all remember. The campaign had the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, and everyone was like, oh my God, this is racist, it's eugenics, and everyone lost their minds. So recently she was interviewed by Catherine Stoffel for GQ, and in addition to the interview appearing in print, a video of it was shared to YouTube, and it went crazy. So clips showed Sweeney discussing the campaign and the fallout for the first time ever. And this is the first time she's publicly addressed all of it. And her response was a little lackluster. The interviewer asked her about the backlash. Stoffel said the criticism of the content, which is that maybe specifically in the political climate, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. What? Like that was the kind of the criticism broadly speaking. And since you're talking about this, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to talk about that specifically. So open invitation, address it, maybe apologize, say like, hey, that's not my intention. But Sweeney says, I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear. What? So elsewhere in the interview, Sweeney said that the ad spoke for itself and described the response to the ad from President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance as surreal. Sydney, what are you doing? So her response, of course, quickly sparks backlash online as people argued that the interview was an opportunity to address the racial concerns and condemn racism. And people are just not having it. They're just like, yeah, fuck her. That was this quote. At Moon Roses, responded with, yeah, fuck her. So I don't understand. There is rumor, I don't know if it was confirmed, that she is a registered Republican, which you're entitled to do. You can do that if you want. I mean, it's a free country, but now I feel like people are kind of turning on her. And some people are either pro it, some people are against it, but you can't just, this is what kind of pisses me off, especially with like politics. You're not going to get an answer. There's always a spin. You can literally be asked a yes or no question, and they're like, well, let's talk about this now. There's a lot of the, hey, look over here, shiny. Look, you guys did this back then. Wait a minute. There's no like, you're being asked a question, answer it, boom, move on. It's just when I've got something to say, I'll say it. Just Sydney. Man. I get it. And it's so much so that they are in production right now of Euphoria, the new season. And there's rumors that Zendaya, who we love, Golden Globe winning actress, gorgeous, is now ignoring Sydney Sweeney on set because of her political ideals. So she doesn't even want to be like in pictures with her. I hear that when like press is coming out, she's like, I just don't even want to be like associated with her. So she has this new movie that just came out, and this is her 4th flop in a row, which I don't know is kind of telling. Like I feel like people are just kind of like, you know what? So her new movie that just came out is called Christie, and it garnered 1.31 million, and that is a major flop because people were like, oh, this is going to be like her kind of Oscar nominated film. Who knows? Oscars haven't been announced yet. Who's nominated what? But 1.31 million, like, ooh, it's about a female boxer. She had a movie called Americana that came out in August, which only garnered 500,000. Eden, which came out the same month, 1.05 million. And low streams of the series Echo Valley, which came out in June. She's everywhere, but like everyone's kind of like, ugh. Now I get Sydney Sweeney, but I don't really like see the range of Sydney Sweeney. She's always just kind of like that girl who's just like low energy and just kind of like, you know, I don't really care. Like, I'm just kind of that girl, blah, 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 blah. So I get it. But actress Ruby Rose, do we remember Ruby Rose? She played Batgirl. She was also in Orange is the New Black. And she was like that hot les that like popped up out of nowhere and made all the straight women just feel things for a hot second. She is now blasting Sydney Sweeney and calling her a, quote, cretin, which, by the way, was the word I used last week. We need to bring back cretin. It's a good one. Cretin sounds like that, like, cretin and kraken sound the same to me. Like a kraken, like that tentacled monster that lives in the deep. But she called her a cretin and said on Threads on Tuesday that that she's the reason for the flop. She was actually cast. The original Christy Martin script was incredible, Ruby says. It was life-changing. I was attached to play Cherry. Everyone has experienced the core material. She said most of us were actually gay. It's part of why I stayed in acting. Losing roles happens all the time. So this actress, Ruby Rose, is a lesbian in real life. I guess Christy, the fighter, is a lesbian in real life. And shockingly enough, Hollywood was like, we need Sydney Sweeney to go in there with her big old fun bags to play this. And she went out and called Sweeney's political beliefs after it was revealed the actress was a voter. So yeah, she just straight up was just like, she's a cretin. She made this movie flop. Christy deserved better. You ruined the film, period. Ugh.
Mm.
So it is interesting. And of course, it looks like they tried to like, what's the word? You know, tone her down from being a hot, you know, millionaire Hollywood A-list actress. But the story is a biopic focused on gay boxer Christy Martin. And yeah, it only grossed 1.3 million across 2,000 screens. So I don't know. See, when you have all these, when you have a lot of flops like this, I think you just kind of have to just go on vacation. Just be like, I got my money, I'm good.
Years.
Take a break. I feel like I was having a conversation with this. We didn't talk about this last week, I don't think, where it's like there's only like 4 movie stars now. We were talking about it at the top of the show, but I feel like there's Pedro Pascal, every movie, Sydney Sweeney, every movie. One of the Fannings, they're in there.
Yeah, it's hard to even think.
It's
of a
just the
third.
same. It's just the same. I don't know. It's like the same lineup every night.
Yeah.
It's like what everyone's doing. This works. Just throw so-and-so in there. It'll be fine. It'll make money. It's like, come on, give us something. Give us a little, like, give us a taste of something. A savory and sweet bite. It's like, I don't know. I do not see this woman Christy Martin, I don't like if you were to tell me who would play Christy Martin in a biopic, I would not think Sydney Sweeney. I would think Melissa Etheridge. I would think one of the Indigo Girls. I would think Ellen
There's
DeGeneres.
not like 70-year-old boxers, though. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, clearly it's like, oh, when she started boxing. But I would not be like, oh, Sydney Sweeney has to play me. I think of David Bowie in Labyrinth.
What they should have done is in my opinion, they should have cast the perfect person for her and then had a big name be a second character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm trying to even think of like, or cast like a lesbian. I'm sure there's like some
tons of lesbians.
unknown actress out there who's like, and that would have given it more grit and more like I'm finding it really hard to believe that this Sydney Sweeney on the left is going to get into a boxing ring and fight like
Hillary Clinton over here.
It is Hillary Clinton. It's totally Hillary Clinton. It's giving rat pizza. It's giving like all of it. Yeah, it's Hillary Clinton. This is like if Hillary Clinton did a Melissa Etheridge cover band. Now that's the Lilith Fair that I would see. So yeah, it is interesting. Like, I don't know. I feel like when you have these actors and actresses who are just like, boom, 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 project after project, Timothy Chalamet, Jacob Elordi, Sydney Sweeney, boom, 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 boom. It's like, okay, we get it. But we'll talk, let's go into an actor who is forever young, in my opinion. Now, I mentioned at the top of the show that I am Gen Z, which makes me laugh because I have to talk about Justine Marino. We went out last night for Dana Moon's birthday party, and Justine had a job on a movie. She got cast in a movie, and she was cast as a 25-year-old, I think 25 or 27-year-old actress, and went on set, blended in very, Nobody's Been Kissed, or Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore. You know, the undercover lady who went into the high school? That's Justine. She goes on set, and there's all these like young girls there, and she's like, oh my God, is it us? Just a group of 27-year-olds just hanging out? And Justine has a tattoo that says, Welcome to Juilliard, which is from Save the Last Dance with Julia Stiles. And one of the girls on set was like, oh my God, I love your tattoo. What does that mean? Did you go to Juilliard? She's like, no, it's from Save the Last Dance. And the girl was like, what's that? And Justine was like, oh my God, how do you, a 27-year-old and I, a 27-year-old, not know what that movie is? It's a classic. And it made me laugh so hard. And now Justine is in this like high of being like, you guys, I'm Gen Z. And so is Robert Pattinson, which I am living for this story because Robert Pattinson went and spoke with Jennifer Lawrence. And he said that he would be so happy to take a younger actor's job. Robert Pattinson, who's 39, and his co-star for the new movie Die My Love, sat down for a video interview with Vanity Fair in which both actors were hooked up to a polygraph. What are we doing with this whole we're doing that now with actors giving other actors polygraph tests, and it's funny, but it's just bizarre to me. We all want to see if people are telling the truth or lying these days, but we need to put the president on a polygraph test. Let's just end this trend now, right? Get to the source. And both actors were hooked up to a polygraph. During the sit-down, Robert Pattinson discussed his Gen Z credentials when Jennifer Lawrence asked if he would reprise his Twilight role as Edward, whom Pattinson made the 27 thriller Good Time with. He says, oh, yeah, for sure. He says, when Lawrence told him, I don't think you should, Robert responded with, it would be great. I like taking jobs of young actors. I do. I want to play 17 again. She says, there's a movie, Zac Efron's movie, referencing Zac Efron's comedy 17 again. And then he goes on to say that Pattinson began acting as a teenager. During the discussion, Pattinson and Lawrence briefly debated whether Pattinson could be considered for a part of Gen Z. He said, I did think it was an insane moment when you cold FaceTime me, and I was like, it's crazy to cold FaceTime somebody, and you were like, no, it's Gen Z. And so, as in Gen Z, Pattinson responded, do you wish you were Gen Z? Jennifer Lawrence asked, to which Robert said, I am. She says, you're not Gen Z, you're a millennial. I believe that you believe that you're Gen Z. When she asked Pattinson what year he was born, he simply said, it doesn't matter. You know what? I identify as Gen Z, you know?
So is this a new, so now you can just choose your generation?
No. I think it's just, it's 6, 7. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what it means.
It kind of sounds like generation non-binary.
Pick your generation.
Pick your generation.
Whatever you want to be. I'm in that weird little gap right after X and right when millennial was forming.
So you're in the generational taint area.
I'm in the, I think the correct term is zillennial.
It's zillennial.
XI, yeah, zillennial. Because it's like you're old enough to remember like Gen X, but you're also, you came into that like, you know, AOL and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but zillennial also could be between Z and millennial. So that's a good fake. That's a good fake. You can say zillennial, meaning that.
Yeah.
But actually, it's the older thing.
I'm actually Gen Z, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. And it reminds me of that interview with that woman who faked cancer and like went on, there's a great documentary about it, and she...
Rachel Dolezal or...
Not Rachel Dolezal. You're thinking of Rachel Dolezal, who pretended she was black. No, there's a lot of fraudulent people out there who get like stories.
And they're all white.
Well, this
White
woman,
ladies.
she was like British, and she was like, I have cancer, and she went on Instagram and was like, I just drink green juice, and like, it's helping me. Here's a diet that I make, and she kind of became like a influencer. So all these people who actually had cancer were like following this woman, and then like they found out that she was like faking the whole time.
Yeah.
So she's being interviewed, and the interviewer's like, so how old are you? And she's like, well, I've always been told I was 26. She's like, no, but how old are you? What year were you born? I don't know. I think I'm 26. She's not 26. She's like in her 40s. She's like, I don't know. It's just been my whole life. I've been told I've been 26.
It's a great impression.
But I kind of love this for Robert Pattinson. I think it's hysterical. And also, I definitely think he should go and do a Twilight reboot. Why? Because vampires never age. He doesn't have to be a young kid. He doesn't have to be a young guy. He can be like, I'm Robert Pattinson as Edward Cullen, and here we are. And they can, you know, throw a filter on me, whatnot. And yeah, done. But I think it's really, really funny. And I also just love the banter between Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. I think that's really funny. You're just like, you know, you're not Gen Z, right? He's like, you need to be quiet. Yeah. Live your truth, Robert. We're here for you. All right, next story. This one's wild. So the pageant girls are having a moment. I think we are close to crowning a Miss Universe. And guess what? We do have an update. I'm trying to think of the top 4. As of now, I think they crown the winner next week. For Miss Universe, it's Miss Mexico, the one who had the scandal. She's in the top. Miss Philippines, Miss Thailand, and Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson. I don't know who the last one is, but those, I think, the top 4 that everyone's kind of watching. But then I'm like, if Miss Mexico wins, did she win because of Escándalo? It's interesting. So, this one, however, is kind of lighting up the internet right now, and this is Miss Mundo Chile. She is Ignacia Fernandez, and she was crowned the victor. She garnered worldwide attention after performing an original song by her band during last week's semifinals broadcast, with the frontwoman bringing massive gutturals to the pageant stage while she flanked by Decessus guitarist Carlos Palma. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Fernandez, this woman, beat out 19 other contestants during the finals and was officially crowned Miss World Chile by the end of the night. She is a model. She's a vocalist. She's an animal rights advocate. She is stunning. And now she will be preparing for next year's Miss World competition. Now, did you see her talent? What she did for the talent competition?
No.
Let's take a look at the next. Let's take a look at the next slide.
Wait, what the fuck? So she's also at garbage disposal.
Oh, she is hot. Yes.
Wow.
I mean, full on. She went up there and just shredded. Like, what is that called?
Losing your heart on is what that's called.
I mean, it's metal rock. It's just like
it's like Slayer. Or
it's
something.
yeah, no, that's like Slipknot. Like she went off. I love it. She's like this 27-year-old model, gorgeous. Perform a song by her metal band, Decessus. So she says, metal has been a fundamental part of who I am as a person and of my life, a refuge, a source of strength and purpose. She wrote on her Instagram, it was a great experience to break down barriers on open television, inspire, be real with it, and show that you don't have to fear the prejudices of others. Rock on.
This is awful.
What do you mean?
I
what do you want? Like some girl to be like baton twirling?
Yes.
No, I want a girl. I want to be shocked. If she walked out there, what are we gonna do? Another song like from a I don't know. What are you gonna do? Sing For Good by Wicked?
Here's the thing. When you're
love this. It's
when you're winning a beauty pageant.
Okay, tell me.
Stick to beauty. Because there's probably
Keida.
Hear out my thing. There's probably a frumpy looking girl that's the lead singer of a death metal band that needs to be recognized, and instead this woman who's already great looking and has something to fucking win is now also taking the spot of there's probably a lesbian non-binary frumpy looking lead singer.
Yeah.
And now you just crushed her career.
You just straight up went, they took our jobs.
They took...
No.
She took...
Why can't a hot model beauty queen be into metal music?
I'm just looking at this and thinking, like, can you imagine being I mean, you're not going to imagine this, but imagine that I'm, like, having sex. We're done having sex, and then all of a sudden I wake up and she's singing like that. That would just... That'd be awful.
Get ready for round 2. Sorry if you can't keep up. She's gonna let you know. I think it's awesome. I think it's such a gag when
this is where you put a poll. Sorry, I interrupted.
The what?
This is where we put a poll in the Instagram clip.
We can put a poll in the Instagram clip.
Put a poll it.
I think this is kind of amazing. I want like if this beauty queen came out. And I don't, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like it's kind of like with drag where it's like a reveal. You're going to have this like drag queen come out and you're like, okay, what is it? And then they tear something off. The song changes and you're like, ah, like that's what we love. I would, if another beauty queen came out and was just like a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime.
I'm just saying she's taking jobs away from frumpy
people. She's taking jobs.
Listen, people that sing this type of music sing like this because of their being visually disorganized. Okay, and you're taking just
Are you being metal phobic right now?
No, I'm being pro metal.
Hear me out. What if this is just her pageant look? What if when I'm going to say she doesn't look like this when she performs with her band Decessus.
Okay, listen.
I think she has a stage presence and persona when she's performing with her metal band. I think this is her just being like, I'm cleaning up for you guys. Here you go. So everyone's like, damn, well, that was original. That's original material. She's not going to go out there and twirl a flaming baton or do a little tap dance. She's going to get you, like, get in your guts and be like, and I think that's kind of awesome.
Look, there's one thing
She won.
One criticism I have for younger people is that there is a difference between taking the position of I don't like this versus the person shouldn't do it. I'm not saying shouldn't do this. I'm saying I don't like it. And I feel like young people, and I'll probably put you in this category.
Thank you. I'm Gen Z.
They conflate your preference for your saying that this person should do it or should not do it. And it's not the same thing.
Yes.
I'm not saying she shouldn't do this. I'm just saying it's unfortunate for the mall rats that are now going to be displaced because of her.
How do we know she's not a mall rat, though? She could just be a mall rat. Her mom could have made her do pageants.
Have you ever seen a mall rat that looks like this? Have you ever seen Jennifer Lopez mall rat?
You are judging a book by its cover.
That's the whole point.
She could be a girl who has a metal band. They put her in hair and makeup and put her in glam, and she looks like this. She likes the competition aspect of a pageant, and she's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them something from my world. I'm going to shred it. And also, I have a lot of like respect for a 27-year-old who knows metal. All right, moving along. The tariffs are out of control. I mentioned the kind bars. We're mentioning all of it. Prices are going up. Grocery shopping. I got two bags of groceries for over 150, maybe $150, I think.
Yeah, I broke $70 at Trader Joe's the other day. I was like, what the hell am I getting?
Can I bitch about Trader Joe's for 1 second?
Please.
And I get it. I am learning to save money in this economy. I am a Pavilion's signature brand. That's like Pavilion's own brand. You know what I mean? So they have like their signature salads, dressings, everything signature. I'm like, oh, it's signature. It's a little cheaper. Trader Joe's needs sales. There's no sales there. There's not like a buy one, get one 50% off. It's all the same shit.
You're right. They don't have sales.
They don't have sales. So that's why these prices are going up. And I'm like, there was a time where I was used to going to Trader Joe's and getting all my groceries from Trader Joe's. And now I'm like, I'm not there as much anymore because there's no discounts. There's no sales. It's just like, and it's also like, really wasteful. They have just bags with other bags with tinier bags with little packages inside of them. So you're just throwing away tons of trash. Everything's frozen. It's okay.
Tell me the last time you went into a Pavilion's and you had some smiley person saying hello to you, or them
last week I go to the
bell.
Which Pavilions do you go to?
I don't go to.
Okay. I go to the one in West Hollywood, and there's always a little beam of light there.
It's West Hollywood.
It's
you
fine.
need to go to a regular.
Oh, now it's not a real Pavilions.
No, it is a real, but it's a West Hollywood Pavilions, which.
Why did you put West Hollywood in quotes?
Because it's zhuzhed. Everything in West Hollywood is zhuzhed. Okay, you cannot equate West Hollywood anything with the rest of America. It's drab and boring and awful as soon as you get.
What did you have coffee this morning?
I did.
What is this doom and gloom cloud over you?
Look, it's reality. It's called reality. Sorry.
Well,
if you'd ever get out of West Hollywood, you'd notice these things.
I am in Koreatown right now. How much further east should I go?
South Hollywood.
South Hollywood.
South Hollywood, excuse me.
South Hollywood, says no one.
Oh, you know what I call it?
What?
I call this North Koreatown.
NoCo. We are in NoCo. We're doing it now. But that's my biggest problem with Trader Joe's. It's like, and yes, I understand. The thing about the Trader Joe's employees, though, is that they are the ones that are like, oh my God, have you tried this yet? No, that's why I'm buying it. It's so good. Let me know what you think. And you're like, I don't know you. Oh my God, have you tried that? Like, I don't need the like. We don't have to have that exchange. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
I like
that
be like,
exchange.
if you get something, they're like, oh my God, this is so good. And you're like, I know, that's why I'm buying it.
You're complaining about my black cloud?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I'm going to black cloud you. I'm going to.
Okay, here's the next poll. Who's a bigger black cloud?
You are. Look at this. I am in a sky blue, bright, sunny day, even though we're about to get 3 days of just torrential rain. But you know what? we're making the most of this. And here's why I'm going with this story. I'm pissed off because we are getting Italian pasta that is going to disappear from the U.S. stores because of this piece of shit's tariffs. And as an Italian, I am outraged.
You're Italian?
Yeah, the
I'm
whole time.
Italian.
The whole time.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah. The administration plans to impose a 107% tariff on pasta imports from Italy. Major exporters say they plan to stop exporting to the United States as soon as January. Now, can we read a little bit of this?
Oh, does it flips over. Okay, here we go. Wait, come on. Oh, that's a photo.
Wait, there's a okay. So here are some of the brands that are being impacted, and I'm just going to try. My Italian's not that great. I can't promise anything. So Agritalia, Aldino, Enticetrazioni de Grano, Baria, Gruppo Milo, La Molisana, Pasta Garofalo, Pastificio, Antigiano, Giuseppe Cocco, Pastificio Chiavena. I need Matteo Lane here immediately so he can slap me across the face. Pastificio, Tama, Rummo. So this is a lot of pasta brands.
Mm.
And I'm a Baria. I'm a Baria bitch. I love my Baria pasta. So this is kind of interesting because it's like, wow, that's we just went to Italy over the weekend at the Century City Mall. Have you been to Italy?
Italy?
Italy.
No. I've never been to Italy.
Not Italy, Italy.
What the fuck is Italy?
Italy.
That's so dumb.
No, it's Italy. It's like it's a shopping center of it's like an Italian market at the Century City Mall. So they have like all Italian brands of foods, seafood, cheeses, meats, sandwiches, pizzas. Like it's like this like espresso, desserts.
Does it feel like authentic Italian or is
Yeah. It's all like mom and pop shops.
Oh, okay.
And it's all like and then they have like a restaurant up top, which is really, really nice. And oh God, the pasta. I felt bad. I was like, what's Italy gonna do? And you can go in, they have wine. It's really cool. You should go sometime.
No, I'll go.
See, you're like, that's dumb.
Well, I thought Italy. I thought it was some gimmicky fucking.
No,
pasta
Italy. It's like a grocery store / market.
Oh,
like
that sounds good.
I go in there and it's really fun because you're just like, oh, what an experience. This is great. But I'm also like, who shops here? Like I get that where I'm like, do people just come in and get all their groceries from this place? Because you can. They've got dairy and they've got all of it there. So if you want Italian, it's like an Italian market. And it's at the Century City Mall, and it's really fun. But it's like, God, do not come for my pasta. What are we gonna eat? Don't mess with my lasagna. I need Italian Americans to be outraged when they're fucking with your pasta. Ooh, enough. Enough is enough. So it's officially the holidays right around the corner. We got Thanksgiving in a couple weeks, and then Christmas. And it's kind of crazy how fast it's going. But Starbucks is now having a moment because their viral cup is going insane. Let's see. The viral holiday products are certainly nothing new and even predate social media. Gen X, what is that? What's Gen X? They may remember the run on Cabbage Patch Kids in the early 80s or even the mad rush to grab a Tickle Me Elmo in 1996. Much like the Stanley Cup craze of 2024, the much sought-after item in the country this holiday season is once again a cup. It's a cup. It's not just a drinking vessel, though. Last week, Starbucks released a very, very limited edition 20-ounce bear-shaped glass cup called the, wait for it, Barista. A group of people thought of that, you guys, and people lost their minds on social media and at locations across the country to call it the, quote, limited edition might be generous, since reports are saying that many locations only received 1 or 2 baristas for the entire store. Now, here is the barista, what it looks like. It's up here at the top. Or yeah, right here. So that's it. It's literally just like an empty honey. What is it? Right? One of those like honey bear.
Yeah, I was expecting like
cups.
When you said barista, I was thinking like Silver Lake, like some hairy dude.
That's the only barista I'm familiar with. Is just with a septum piercing, a tattoo,
and like one of those cute little hats,
like a little just like a hairy daddy bear with just an apron. That's it. Cultured, knows their way around a cafe. This is just like people are doing knockoffs on this. They're literally taking the honey bear, dumping all the honey out, or an empty honey jar. I hope they're not just dumping honey out, because the bees, honey, are working overtime. And then they just fill it up with coffee. But this, people are now, actually, let's go up a little bit. I want to see this. Yeah, people are paying $29.95.
People are so dumb.
People are camping out for a beanie wearing bear cup, which has a striking resemblance to a bear-shaped honey bottle. Thank you. Thank you.
You called it.
So people are waiting in line for this. A lot of people have said that the employees are snagging them and hiding them. So people are coming in to buying them, and they're like, no, we'll just sell it. I'm like, in this economy, I get it. They're like, I'll sell it online for more money. Have you ever camped out for something, for whether it be like an article of clothing or like a Black Friday, or
you asking me?
Yeah.
No.
Never.
I'm not a hick. No.
I would never.
I mean, I know I look like one.
The only thing I ever stood outside for was for Last Comic Standing, when it was like a thing. And it was like
waiting to get on the show, or waiting to
you had to audition to go try out for the show.
Well, that's different. You're like,
but then the producers are like, what are you doing out here? And I was like, well, I didn't have like an audition. They're like, get inside. So I got to like skip the line, but I was already there like all day.
But
I'm talking about those lines outside, like on Fairfax, for waiting for a shoe, waiting for a Stanley Cup to be restocked. Get out of here. You're a dork. There is the coffee shop right next to my place called Community Goods, which, if you don't know what this is, it's Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber have a coffee shop in LA. And without fail, there is a line down the street nonstop all day long. No one has a job. No one has school. There is a line out the door, wrapped around Melrose at all times of the day. And I live the street over. And so I have no parking on my street. There's no parking signs all over the street. Can't park here without this district tag in your rearview mirror. And I have that district tag, and these little shits park there anyways because daddy pays their parking tickets. So they're just like, whatever. It enrages me so much. So much so. And even my friend Justine was telling me this last night. You know, she loves Skims. Nobody's perfect. And they have the Skims store over by Mel's Diner on Sunset. And she said her and her mom were not camped out. Her and her mom were at Mel's Diner watching people go in and out of the Skims store. And she was like, yeah, there was all these 27-year-old hot model metal singers who were parking their car and then throwing up a handicap sticker on their car. She says it happened multiple times. I'm like, people are trash. I would not pay $29.95 for a barista, but also move over Labubu. Like, here it is. This is the new trend. We need something new. We need something shiny. We need to trash a store. We need to throw a garbage can through the window. We need to riot. Like, I don't understand. Maybe this is a foreshadowing to see what Black Friday will be like.
I've got to defend the person in the handicap thing, though. Because my dad has a handicap thing. And when
Is your dad handicapped?
Mentally. And so what happened was I was going downtown when I was visiting them. And he's like, well, take the handicap sign. And I'm like, Dad, I'm not handicapped. He's like, no, you take it. And I'm like, Dad, I'm not handicapped. So I go downtown. I'm buying them anniversary flowers. Accidentally parked into a handicap zone because I'm dyslexic and I read the song, the sign
There
wrong.
it is. Yeah.
Walk out to a $500 ticket on my car because I was in a handicap.
And didn't have the sticker?
No. So then what I did, so then I had to tell my dad, which was embarrassing. And then I was with Jimmy Shin because we were in Columbus doing a show. And so I had to tell them, I lied to the Columbus ticket agency and said that I was in the car with my dad and we forgot to put the thing on. And I to get out of the ticket.
Oh, so you got out of it.
I got out of it. I had
From
to lie.
lying. Yeah.
So
Good for you. If you want to get
Anyway,
anything done in this country, lie.
It's fucked up.
That's the one thing I've learned. So yes, let's see. The frenzy around acquiring a barista, they had to issue an apology because the excitement for our merchandise exceeded even our biggest expectations. Despite shipping more barista cups to coffee houses than almost any other merchandise item this holiday season, the barista cup and some other items sold out the fastest. We understand many customers were excited about the barista cup and apologize for the disappointment this may have caused. If you were disappointed because your barista cup didn't come in, girl, go walk. Get a hobby. Put your Christmas tree up. We're putting our Christmas tree up this weekend.
Like, think about this. Like, the chances of you being born is so tiny. And the fact that you're wasting the fact that you were born into this world on worrying about a bear cup.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. It's horrible.
Well, I mean, that's where we're at. You know, it's kind of interesting too, because the community goods coffee shop, they're known for like their matcha latte or whatever. I've had it. It's okay. It's a matcha latte. Matcha lattes to me taste like dirt, soil, earthworms, rocks. And it's green
with a sprinkle of grass.
Yeah,
clippings.
it's just like lawn clippings and fertilizer. I don't understand matcha. I don't get it. You're not fooling anyone. Oh, look, you're drinking a green beverage that tastes like earthworm poop. Good for you. Good, you do your thing. Oh, you like tasting soil? Good for you. You do you. I'm going to just have my cold brew coffee with almond milk. Leave me alone. But these people they take their matchas and they take their pictures and they tag community goods. It's just an assembly line of people taking pictures of their matcha. It freaks me out. It reminds me of my new favorite show right now, Pluribus. Have you seen Pluribus yet?
No.
It's on Apple Plus. It just came out. It's fantastic. It's sci-fi. It's comedy. It's wonderful. It's from the creators of Breaking Bad. Watch it immediately. It's so good. So good.
Sounds like a new erectile dysfunction pill.
What, Pluribus?
Yeah.
If you or someone you know is experiencing Pluribus, the symptoms will kill you. The symptoms include bleeding from the eyes, colon congestion, dizziness. What's another symptom of Pluribus?
Droopy.
Erratic screaming.
Drippage.
Airplane meltdowns. Metal. The party of all parties happened over the weekend. Kris Jenner has shared a glimpse inside her magical Bond-themed 70th birthday with her family and her famous friends. I mean, here she is. I mean, Kris Jenner is just, we need to check in on Kendall because I feel like the substance, the balance is off. The balance has not been respected. I feel like Kris is literally just crawling out of Kendall's back and walking amongst us for 7 days until she has to get back in. She's sharing photos from her birthday party. She took to social media to share some special moments from the magical night. She had a James Bond theme. She had 0070 poker chips. Everybody was there. Let's see. Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, Oprah Winfrey, Vin Diesel, Adele, Prince, Harry, and Meghan Markle. There is some outrage saying
Wait,
that
Prince was there? Prince is dead. How is that? How can that be?
Prince Harry,
Oh, I didn't say. Okay. I
not
didn't see
Prince. They took to Instagram for a magical night, which was hosted at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's Beverly Hills mansion and planned by Mindy Weiss. She showed up with her plastic surgeon. It was very opulent. It was very decadent. It was very eat the rich. Everybody who is everybody, and
that
Zuckerberg
who was
is there with
there.
his dumb Meta glasses. By the way, I tried on some Meta glasses at the Ray-Ban store yesterday. They look so dumb.
Oh,
So dumb. Mariah apparently was the only person who showed up with a gift. So there you go. But yes, star-studded. Very, very, I don't know. It's giving Mar-a-Lago
Tone deaf.
Great Gatsby vibes. I don't know. It's a golden year. You know, you're entering a new era of your life, 7 years old, but it's also very like, she's wearing a Givenchy haute couture dress designed by Alexander McQueen. She's covering up those arms because they don't match the face.
I'm quitting.
She reads the
Oprah's book
comments.
club.
People are like, oh, her hands look 70. Her face looks like 25, 26. But yeah. So, I mean, it looked amazing. No cameras were allowed into the actual party. So nobody had their phones with them. Alicia Keys, Chris Rock, Tyler Perry, Sierra, Vanessa Bryant, Kylie showed up, shit face taking TikToks. Kim, Courtney, Kendall were all there with Rob, even though Rob was. And that's Meghan Trainor, by the way, on the far right.
Meghan Trainor.
Yeah.
Who's that?
She's all about that bass. She used to be like a chunky girl, and now she's like dwindling away.
Oh, that song is so dumb.
So yeah,
Ugh.
she says, magical night celebrating my 70th birthday with beautiful family and friends. Good for you, Chris. Happy birthday. Next up, I want to get into this trend, the Blastoise belly meme, which is kind of crazy. This viral trend on X started around November 9th in gaming and LGBTQ communities. It has users overlaying their midsections onto Blastoise's shell outline. Blastoise is a Pokemon to celebrate curves and dad bods, amassing over 647,000 engagements. Participants share humorous edits, puns, and extensions to other Pokemon, drawing in diverse users, including the bear community. So probably our Bearista has a Blastoise shell outline somewhere. It's spread to TikTok and Instagram with dances and cosplay highlighting inclusive self-love. If you haven't seen this, it's pretty funny. Blastoise is like a big turtle thing, and they cut out the middle part,
It's that one.
and then they put up like a dad bod in the middle.
I wonder if Bert Kreischer is doing that.
If Bert Kreischer is not doing the Blastoise trend, is it even a trend? I think Bert Kreischer's gut would be the perfect Blastoise shell outline. Bert, if you're listening, get on this trend immediately. You're welcome. I would not do the Blastoise trend. I would be more Ninetales, and I actually have a picture of Ninetales if you don't know who I'm familiar with.
Is that also Pokemon?
It is a Pokemon. It is a silver fox with 9 tails, and instead of the torso outline, we're going to incorporate my hair on top of the Pokemon. So I'm going to give the men with good hair challenge. You put your hair on 9 tails. That's what's up. So now, if you need a good escape, Airbnb has launched that Elphaba's Retreat is now available to rent. As audiences prepare to step back into Oz and Universal Pictures' Wicked for Good, the epic conclusion to Wicked, Airbnb is opening the doors to Elphaba's Retreat, her forest hideaway and innermost sanctuary where branches and blooms shape the space, blurring the line between forest refuge, inviting fans to step directly into her story. Where is this? Guests will have 2 opportunities to explore the artistry, imagination, and spirit, with a few selective fans getting the ultimate chance to spend a night surrounded by the spellbinding details of Elphaba's world. Are you outside?
I mean, it looks outside. That looks like a dead body in a bag.
Who
That's
cares?
weird.
I'm staying. Okay, as an avid fan of YouTube ambiance, which I highly recommend everybody get on board. I am a member of the ambiance community. I like looking, I will YouTube forest, meadow, cottage, and this will be on my TV. It releases dopamine, it releases serotonin. I love a good fall landscape. Winter's coming around. You could do like winter in New York at a cafe with a coffee that's steaming. Give me like a good luxe, like living room plush setting with like a jazz in the back. This is exactly my vibe. I don't know if you're staying in the woods because I don't like skinwalkers. I don't like rakes. I know I would be staying in Elphaba's cottage and hear, and I'm like, what is it, a skinwalker or Miss Chile outside of my door?
Is Elphaba's community? Did you say the Elphaba's community?
What?
What community did you just say you were a part of?
Ambiance.
Oh, ambiance community. What color is that in the flag?
Did you not have coffee at all this morning?
I did have coffee.
Ambiance. Ambiance is it's like a mood. It's like it's not.
Well, I know what
it's not
ambiance
LGBTQ community.
Oh, well,
no.
I thought it was. Okay.
You're thinking Elphaba and hearing alphabet. This is what's happening to you right now. You're hearing Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, and you're saying alphabet like the alphabet community. No. You're also thinking ambiance is a part of the LGBTQ. No. It's not. Ambiance is the mood. Like if everything's stressing you out, go put ambiance on your television. Go to YouTube on your TV. Type in Forest Cottage ambiance. Type in Mediterranean ambiance. You'll be like on a roof in Santorini. It's just like a mood, and it's just like a nice detachment from everything.
Folks, I need a lot of help.
This is what this looks like to me.
Yeah.
You could look up Elphaba's Cottage ambiance and you're going to be here. But Airbnb is like,
AI?
huh?
Is that AI or is
I
that
don't think so. I
actually
think
exist?
Airbnb is like, come stay in this cottage. But where is it?
Oh, wait,
Guests are responsible for their own travel to and from Thousand
It's in
Oaks,
Thousand Oaks.
California?
Huh.
There's no cost to submit. Wait. Go down a little bit. Can't make it all the way to Oz? No. What? So this is like in someone's backyard? Okay, now I'm confused. Don't do that. Just go to your freaking YouTube. No. Okay. So now, yeah. No. Yeah. This is a cool gimmick. It's your no. It looks cool, but I'm like, I'm not gonna go camp out in Thousand Oaks, California. Are you insane? Anyways, we'll close on this story because I'm very, very excited about it. We've got new movies, new trailers have dropped. Zootopia 2 has dropped. Fortune Feimster's in that, by the way, playing one of the beavers. Love a lesbian beaver.
Cute.
Devil Wears Prada 2 trailer dropped where we see Anne Hathaway and Miss Merrill in the elevator together. Very excited about that. The Moana live teaser came out and the Toy Story 5 teaser came out. So, and I think also today the Super Mario Galaxy teaser came out. So a lot of fun movies coming up in the next year in 2026. God knows we need some joy and fun in our lives. But what movies are you guys excited for in the next year? Drop them down below. That is our show for this week, you guys. Thank you again for listening and watching and subscribing. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We're going to get those timelines. We're going to get those playlists. We're going to get those thumbnails back to where you guys want them. And we will see you next time on the Just Saying podcast. You guys have a fantastic week. Thank you, guys. Bye.